everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're at Herefordshire Raceway for round 1 of the 2026 season of SRK. Just to remind you of the format, we've got 3 heats and a final. I believe it was 10 lap heats, followed by a 12 lap final. But I don't know how strictly that was adhered to, because some of the heats were different lanes, same for the finals. But always, hope you enjoy the video, and let's get straight on into heat number 1. Jumping into heat number 1, then we started third on the grid, up behind it Joseph Simcock on our right hand side, and off the start we get a great launch, and we're already alongside as we go under the bridge, and now we're just going to cover off into turn 1, it's not even turn 1, it's like turn 7, I don't know, anyway, but we can come across the line to start lap 1 in the second place, and now we're going to hunt down Ed Bars ahead of Joseph Simcock. Just going to get our head down, see if we can get up towards him. You see we're gaining a little bit at the start of this lap here. Just trying to keep it as neat and tidy as possible. Yeah, in the practice we sort of had before this heat, I had caught up to Ed, so I thought, yeah, we can catch him. And we're going to jump forward now, I think. Yeah, to lap 3. And yeah, we sort of cocked it up. We made quite a lot of time up towards Ed, but yeah, just on the brakes, it was you had to be really low specific with how you braked, and sort of couldn't go too far, otherwise it would lock. And that's what happened going into the first hairpin, just locked up a little bit too much, allowed Sam to come through. But we're now just going to see Sam's point to go forward. We're going to give him a thumbs up, just see if we can get back up to him. Sort of see we're gaining quite a lot of time on the entry through the long right-hander. I felt that over the whole day this was probably my strongest corner. I sort of felt I could carry quite a lot of speed in and still get a good enough exit out. But yeah, you sort of see that Sam's making headway towards Ed. Sort of, I struggled with that corner just before the hairpin, before we got quite a lot. It seemed to be where I was losing my time across the lap. Like you can see here, I sort of reel him in a bit on the entry and sort of end up keeping that gap. I don't know if I had a PB or if I was generally just driving well through that section. But yeah, but it's obviously Sam's having to go a little bit defensive from us. I sort of didn't want to. I think Joe Simcock started to catch back up to us as a group of 4 now. We have broken away by this point as a group. But yeah, you sort of see Joe's right on us, get a shake of the head, sort of not happy that I'm down here. But you see Sam goes for a big lunge on Ed Bars and it doesn't really go off, and he tries to let him through, and I'm sort of caught in 2 minds on who I want to follow, because I don't want to go to the outside because then Joe will get through. But Sam goes over to race line. We're going to fire one up the inside, and then Joe Simcock race is going to pop up, still technically in third. He doesn't defend going into this hairpin. We go lunge again, so we go from third to second to third to second in the space of 3 corners. But we're now going to try and get our head down on Edge to see if we get a warning, I think, for the move on Sam. But yeah, Sam and Joe are now squabbling, so we're just going to get our head down to see what we can do, see if we can jump forward. And you can sort of see we don't really get anywhere in the race in second, so we'll give well, that was alright to the guys watching, but we're going to jump into heat number 2. Jumping into heat number 2 then, we're starting third again. We've got Neil Durant and Lewis Smart ahead of us. In this race, this was one where I definitely thought I could win, so the whole idea was to see if we could make this move straight away. Sort of see, was trying to squeeze Lewis out, which we get done, and now we're up into second again off the start. But as you can see, we don't really have the grunt in the engine. I do think I pulled the worst car in the fleet. This thing was dog. It was so bad. It wouldn't turn right, and it had no power. Gino had it in the heat before me, and he went like right to the back. Not the best car at all, so you sort of already see he was just driving away, and I think I'm already going as naff. I think we might have, already going a little bit defensive. Sort of see, already up our inside, we're going to just drive across, give a bit of a squeeze. There's actually a little bit too much, I might put them on the grass. But, we're going defensive on the exits as well, because it's just, it's got nothing. And 2 laps in, and we're already defending for our life, which isn't ideal at all. But, we're just going to see what we can do, sort of, once again. I think Lewis is behind us, and he's just getting a look in. And once again, there he is, and we're just going to squeeze him out again, going down the straight again, probably putting near on the grass. But yeah, there's not really much that we can do in this heat other than defend now. You can see Neil's already going over the bridge. We're now getting switched back through the hairpins, which means they're going to get a better exit here. I'm sort of looking over at the team and just sort of a bit bamboozled on what I'm meant to do. Sort of going defensive on the exit turn 1, and it's just now a defensive drive. And this is where I need a 360 cam, so you can actually see behind me. But they're too chunky. But yeah, now we're just defensive under the bridge. We're going to go defensive into the hairpin, I guess. I will never take a normal line this time. That's good. We're probably now under threat going on the map. No, we're fine. But on exit. Oh, the minute we're fine. This is great news. I'm assuming we've got a gap. We're not having to defend. This is brilliant. We're getting one half decent lap in, it seems. And no, never mind. This is, when I was driving this heat, it generally felt like, I was really frustrated, just because I was there like, this is awful. You see we're going halfway through the race now, and Neil's already out of turn 1, so this is now really a race for second. I don't know how big the train behind me is, but you can see Lewis has finally gotten through with a better switch back. Actually just not covering it off well enough, and he covers it on the exit as well. And he'll just watch now, he'll just drive away. Just much better engine. There's no return move possible. I tried it, but in trying it, I probably gave away any chance of actually making a move. But you can just see now he's gonna drive off. Now we've got to turn our attention back behind us again. Just going defensive, giving up on second now. We're going really focused on trying to keep third place. Sort of see, trying to squeeze out again, a bit like what we were doing to Lewis at the start of the race, covering off nicely. But there really wasn't much we could do in this race. We sort of just had to defend. And I don't really like doing this. If it was, let's say I was leading, by all means I'll defend 12 laps, because I don't have anything to lose. I have everything to lose, but at this point I've still got, I would like to think I can still get a couple of places, but you can see we get switched back again by Jacob, and it's just one of those where it's a bit sticky situation. We're just going to see if we can now hold on to 4th. But I think we do. But I don't really know. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump forward to the end of the race, and you see we're a bit angry as we cross the line, 4th position after heat 2, which was not how we wanted to end the day, or in the start of the day, sort of after such a great start, so I was a little angry. But it's getting on into heat number 3. So jumping straight into heat number 3 then, starting 10th position this time on the outside, and you sort of see Aaron gets quite a bad launch off the line, and it all chokes up on the inside. We're going to try and go the whole way around the outside of Aaron, but you sort of see it doesn't quite work. Doesn't give us the space, which I would have done as well. But we're just going to get our head down and hold our position going into the start of the first lap, and we're just going to watch as all the chaos unfolds. As Aaron bumps into the back of the driver in the white suit, all sort of chokes up on the left hand side. And we're just going to hold this right hand lane, brake hard, get it turned in, and move ourselves up into 8th position again, midway through the first lap. Sorry. Now we sort of see Aaron's fallen away from the top 6, so we want to get past Aaron as quickly as possible, which we're going to do as well on the first lap. We'll move up the inside into the head before the outrun. We're going to give him the finger point forward just to say that work together, work together. And now we've got our eyes set further forward on Adrian. I think as we received a warning there, I don't know what for. It might have been us, might have been Aaron for the stuff that happened in the middle as we get sprayed with mud off someone's tyre up in front. And with all the squabblings going on here, you see Tom Shaw's just about managed to hold it, and we're going to go for the switch back on both of them. We just don't quite get the drive. We're going to latch onto Adrian's car just to help pull us along and make that move stick. Go defensive into that one. Tom Shaw really cuts across our nose on the turn, which slowed us right down. So it's a good point for Adrian now to get after Tom, because at this point in the race I think I've got an absolute rocket, but as you'll see, it's not quite the case. Adrian comes through, we give him a little bump just to sort of tell him to just go, I guess. But yeah, you can sort of tell here that already we're getting dropped. So we're sort of in a similar boat as Aaron, both sort of the worst two cars, but I've got the better of the two. And we jump forward to the last lap here as well. You can sort of see they did gap me by quite a bit, but there was some fighting on the last lap with the drivers ahead of them. We were able to come back, but yeah, last heat finished 7th, which would put us 3rd in the C, but we do go on to win the C final, courtesy of our teammate Arthur spinning out, but yeah, so we'll move on to the B final. So jumping straight into the B final, yeah, starting dead last, obviously, as we've been promoted from the C final after winning it. But we're going to go for the outside line again. It's turn 1. This time it's paid off, we've gained a position. But obviously we've now got just a bit of a gap. The guy behind us is up for working together, so that's good. Don't need to go defensive at all. We're just going to keep our eyes forward now and try and claw back in this little pack that's ahead of us. See, we've got our teammate Jamie Chase, who's in 8th at this point, I think. So Jamie's in 8th. So we want to try and catch up to Jamie so we can work together and try and get through the pack towards the front, because we've got a quick car, the guy in the C final who started 3rd, well, who would have finished 3rd, had this car and then retired after spinning out like 2 laps down some point. So this ended up being a podium capable car, and I just got really lucky not being the car I drew from starting last. You see a bit of squabbling goes on up ahead, it all checks up into the second hairpin, then we're just trying to figure out where to go, but sort of Ben Chick, or whoever it is that's ahead of us, made a bit of Jake, Holly, doing whatever, sort of get squeezed into the wall a little bit, try and push Jake through to be able to follow him through. Basically Jake sort of drops off, load Jake a little bit, he still goes for the move anyway, makes it through relatively cleanly, but you sort of see we're not quite got the ground, but push our way through, and we have to hang it around the outside so we don't end up completing the move. You see the driver on our left hand laps on just to sort of keep his momentum, but we're just going to follow him up the inside anyway. Good move. Up into 9th, and now we're just going to try and set our eyes on Jake, but we're going to jump forward at the start of this next lap too, because we want some action. So we're on lap 8 now, and we see Jake's gone for a move on Jamie. Jamie's fighting hard, couldn't quite get up the inside of Jake going into the second hand. You see he's trying to tell Jamie to go forward, but lucky for us, Jamie's having that little bit of fun on the inside of Jake. Good move, running a little bit wide and exit as well, just to really close it out. But now we sort of want to see Jamie's really dropped away, so this might be a case of just trying to push Jamie along, or it might be fighting just for a second. You see Jake coming back through. I wasn't very happy with this, he shook my hand. I don't really know what was wrong with it in hindsight, it felt like or it looks like a good move, but this was a bit stupid from me. Just tries to come back to the racing line, just turn across my nose. But yeah, I don't really know what he was trying to do, but Neil Durant is slow in the middle of the track, managed to get past Jake anyway. Wow. Oh yeah, Aaron tried to make a move further up the field and it just sort of tangled and it caused Neil to spin too slowly. Yeah, and I was just going to try and hunt down Jamie, but once again we're going to skip forward to the end of the race. So the gap stayed roughly the same to Jamie, but we made it to 6th as Aaron got a penalty for taking out Neil, so a good game, and yeah, that made us finish 16th overall, 16th on points. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and yeah, I'm sorry this took so long to get out. Now it's 12th of April and I'm recording this, but Dunksville video should be out soon, and thank you all once again for watching. Goodbye.